let's go to this one. All right, good morning. We are correcting PO39. So PO39 was solving with that addition or subtraction, remembering that what we do to one side, we do to the other side. Now, yesterday when I was doing the lesson, I was having a little bit of technical difficulties with my smartboard. So things to keep in mind, when I said minus 12, you're subtracting 12 from both sides. So plus 12 minus 12 canceled out, so we were left with just that n. Then we had 19 minus 12, and we got the 7. So remember, if we subtracted it from this side of the equal sign, we have to subtract it from this side. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So we did the first two together, and then our second one, hopefully it'll get into focus soon. There we go. So our question, because remember we had to do all three, and I saw some of us when I was walking around did not do all three. Remember on the test, if we do not follow the directions, we do not get credit for it. So if it says show all three, you need to show all three. So the logic was what number minus 14 equals 71. Doing our opposite operations, we had n minus 14, so opposite of minus 14 is adding 14. So if we added 14 to this side, we have to add 14 to this side. Minus 14 plus 14 cancels out. So we have n equals 85. And if we look at our fact families, it would be n minus 14. It would be 14 plus 71, 71 plus 14. It would be 71 minus 71 minus n equals 14. To check it, remember we put our n in for our answer. So we would do 85 minus 14 equals 71. On our second page, you got to choose which method you wanted to use, and you needed to show your work. So those people that just put an answer, that's not okay. You have to show your work. And if you get them wrong, you need to ask questions so we can figure out where you went wrong. So on the top row, we have n equals 12, n equals 10, and n equals 14. Is there anybody who wants me to show you how I worked those out? I like using opposite operations, so I just naturally go to that because going on into the higher algebra, you're going to be doing opposite operations a lot. So that's what I naturally go to. So you'll notice I have up top what I was subtracting or adding to both sides. Down here, we have n equals 30, n equals 8, n equals 19. So we were adding 16 to both sides, subtracting 1 from both sides, and adding 4 to both sides. Any questions? All right, our next row, we have n equals 5, n equals 64, n equals 35. So we had minus 7 on both sides, plus 20 on both sides, plus 19 on both sides. Any questions on those? Then we have n equals negative 7, n equals negative 2, and n equals negative 5. So let's look at that. We have, for the middle one, Madison? So if we have n minus 10, we want to add 10. So if we're at negative 12 plus 10, we start at that number line at negative 12, and we're adding 10, so we're going to the right towards the 0. If we add, we go to the left. If we subtract, if we add, we go to the right. And if we subtract, we go to the left. So because we're adding 10, we start at that negative 12, and go to the right. So when we're working with those negative numbers, remember you can always make a number line, and that can help you remember if we put that number line out, remembering going to the right if we're adding, going to the left if we're subtracting. So was it you that got it right and they got it wrong? Okay. Still have to show your work, sir. On the bottom, using addition and subtraction, each once write 2 equations, so 4 equations total, with a variable value of 5. So I should see 4 equations. So when it comes time to take the test, you need to pay attention because you're going to have to come up with stuff on the test. So if it says the variable value equals 5, I put n equals 5. So I'm going to put n in my equation, and I know that n would be 5. We needed to use addition and subtraction. So I did n plus 7 because I know 5 plus 7 equals 12. So then I just changed that 5 to an n. 12 minus n equals 7, fact family. Right? So what we're doing is that fact family. If n plus 7 equals 12, I know 12 minus n equals 7. I know n plus 2 equals 7. 5 plus 2 would be 7, so 7 minus 5, 7 minus n equals 2. So when we're doing that variable equals this, you could do, well, I know 5 plus 7 equals 12, and then you change out that 5 and you put the n in for it. Does that make sense? So you want the variable, and you want your variable to equal 5, not the answer to your problem. The answer to your problem is what, if you work your problem out. Your variable has to equal that 5. So the easiest way to do it is come up with an equation using 5, like 5 plus 7, and then take the 5 out and put the n in. Any questions on that? All right, if you are watching this at home, we hope you are well, and we hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.